The World Health Organization has reported that the suicide rate in South Korea has more than doubled over the past 12 years.
The number of Seoul residents who live alone is on the rise. Now, one household in every two has a single occupant, and well over half of that group say they experience feelings of loneliness.
When people think about South Korea, they think about K-pop, luxury brands, and modern cities. But behind that image, many young Koreans believe the game is already rigged. Not because they're lazy, not because they don't work hard, but because they were born on the wrong side of the wealth gap. In Korea, there is a popular term called gold spoon. It means being born into a wealthy family. The opposite is called dirt spoon. And unlike in many Western countries, these labels are used surprisingly often because many people genuinely feel their future was determined before they even started. Take housing for example. For years, apartment prices in Seoul exploded. The average young worker can spend years saving money and still feel further away from owning a home than ever before. And the problem is not just high prices. A huge percentage of Korea's jobs, companies, universities, and opportunities are concentrated in Seoul. If you want the best career opportunities, chances are you will eventually end up here. But there is only so much land. To fit millions of people into limited space, Korea built apartment complexes everywhere. Yet, even with endless rows of high-rise apartments, demand continues to outpace supply. There simply isn't enough space for everyone who wants to live near the economic center of the country. As a result, housing becomes increasingly expensive, especially for younger generation trying to buy their first home. Imagine working full-time, doing everything society told you to do, getting a degree, finding a job, saving money for years, and still realizing you may never afford the city you grow up in. That's where economic black pill starts. The rich get richer, asset owners benefit, people who already own property benefit. Meanwhile, wages struggle to keep up. Young people see influencers driving luxury cars, investors making money while sleeping, and landlords getting richer. Eventually, some start asking, what's the point? When people stop believing hard work guarantees success, they start looking for other explanations. And that's where the next black pill begins, dating. For many young men, dating feels increasingly competitive. Social media amplified everything. Dating apps amplified everything. Now people compare themselves not to their neighbors, but to the most attractive people on the internet every single day. And here's the strange part. South Korea has more dating content than ever before. Dating reality shows dominate streaming platforms. Shows about finding love are everywhere. People binge watch strangers fall in love for entertainment. Yet in real life, fewer people are dating, fewer people are getting married, and fewer people are even trying. It's bizarre contradiction. We're obsessed with watching romance, but increasingly disconnected from experiencing it ourselves. For many young people, love has become something they consume on a screen rather than something they participate in. The result, a dating market that feels more competitive, more transactional, and more intimidating than ever before. So marriage rates continue to fall, birth rates continue to fall. More people are choosing to stay single, not necessarily because they want to, but because dating feels harder, more expensive, and more exhausting than ever before. The black pill interpretation is simple. They believe looks determine most romantic outcomes. They believe genetics matter more than personality, and they believe the dating game is becoming increasingly unequal. Whether you agree or disagree, millions of people online are starting to think this way. But money problems and dating problems eventually create something bigger: mental health problems. South Korea's biggest black pill might not be money, it might not be dating, it might be mental health. From childhood, Koreans are taught to compete. Compete in the school, compete for university, compete for jobs, compete for promotion, compete for status. The competition never really ends, only the environment changes. For some people, this creates success. For others, it creates burnout. Many feel like they're constantly running on treadmill that never stops. Even after achieving their goals, satisfactions often feels temporary. There is always another exam, another promotion, another comparison, another standard to meet. And eventually, some people begin feeling disconnected, lonely, exhausted, hopeless. Not because they failed, but because they feel trapped in a system that never allows them to last. South Korea has struggled with one of the highest suicide rates among developed countries for many years. Obviously, suicide is a complex issue with many causes, but it reflects a deeper problem. A society that is incredibly successful on the outside, yet often struggling internally. So, I've lived in Korea for 20 years. So, is it over because of all this black pill? Yes, it's over, but what am I gonna do? Commit suicide? Hell fucking no. I figured how to survive in this fucked up society. First thing is, drop the expectation for everything. For example, you see a good looking girl, you meet her, and you expect her to suck your dick. Immediately in your head you be like, please suck my dick, please suck my dick, suck my dick, suck my dick. She will never suck your dick because you're expecting too much. You shouldn't expect anything from others. To your friend, for example, you lend your money to your friend. Maybe he's an asshole, so he's not going to pay you back, but don't expect him to fucking give you the money back, because why would you expect him to pay you back? Because you lend the money? But the thing is, the moment you hand out the money, it's for him, it's not for you. Don't expect anything. Like, when is your last time expect something and that actually happened to you? Even if it happened before, it is very rare, you know? The world, the universe, the people, they don't work that way. They work in very complex and strange way. But if you drop the expectation, like truly to yourself, and everything that you ever wanted will come. Not immediately, not instantly, but it will come. Trust me, it works that way. Because if you expect too much, all your energy is just go towards like expecting some shit to happen. And in reality, you're not doing anything to make things happen. So don't spend your precious energy into expecting something to happen. It is better to spend your energy to make shit happen, not expecting things to happen. Be delusional about your dream. This is very important. When I say I want to be jacked and I want to have 10 supercars, 10 houses, 10 pretty beautiful girlfriends, all the people I know in this country will say I'm fucking crazy, man. I am stupid. I am retarded for saying this thing loud. Yes, saying this thing loud is pretty retarded, but I truly believe it, because dreaming in your mind, if you cannot even dream about having supercars, having nice fucking apartment, nice fucking house, beautiful girlfriend, what's the point of living? Where is the hope? Like, there is no point of living if you cannot dream. You should be delusional about your goal. Otherwise, there is no reason to live. You just eat, work, sleep. There is nothing beautiful about it. But if you live your life to achieve your dream, which is fucking delusional, one day you might have supercar, one day you might have 10 houses, one day you wake up with 100 girls. You never know about that. And the third one is, stop comparing yourself to others. This is good one. Maybe if you cannot do this, if you cannot stop comparing yourself to the others, maybe just delete Instagram, delete TikTok, delete YouTube. That is really good thing, because you see all these people on Instagram looking good, rich as fuck, they have like 100 girlfriends, they have 100 houses, they have like, they're millionaire, young, rich, gangster. In real life, they don't. They're not. Even if they are, they worked really hard for what they have right now. Everyone's situation, everyone's environments are different. Being late, there is no being late. All the people's timing is different. You might not enjoy your time right now, but after a year, after 6 months, after 10 years, you will start thinking, ah shit, I'm happy. I'm enjoying my life. My life is so fucking good. And you look back your past and you will say, ah shit, that was fucking painful, but it made me who I am right now.